Day 2, working on the new mud fossil, or suspected mud fossil. I'm not going to make any conclusions, say anything that I think it may or may not be, but I'm starting to notice a pattern with what I'm digging up here. I'm presuming this whole thing is the inside of something massive, but there's a pattern with what sort of stones I pull out from certain areas. Some look like meat, some look like fat, some look like bone, and I do believe I found a fossilised bone. I've got that at home. I'll flash that up once I put this all together. But I've had a good dig around. I've got a long way to go, because what I'm looking at, the bits that are actually worthwhile are quite deep because of their decomposition on the outer layers. So I've had to dig a lot, but I'm distinctly happy with that piece, and I've definitely got something going on here. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I just hope it doesn't erode away in the rain. But yeah, there's a definite pattern in the sand. There's, I'd say, four different sorts of sand maybe. We've got the normal sort of like yellow sand, then you've got this black sand which is really soft, and then there's red sand. If I can find a piece. It's all quite covered up now. It's a bit of a mess, but I've come across a few red bits, and that's where I find the bits of stones that look like meat. And then you've got this very soft white sand. It's very soft. But I found a hole. I don't know if it's an animal hole, because there wasn't any outside trace of it, and it's really deep in. I've dug out a lot to get to that. Yeah. Loads. But yeah, let's see what we can come up with here. Could be something, could be nothing. I think it might be something though. And if it is, I've got quite a few other places to look, because this thing's everywhere and it is gargantuan. But yeah, I'm not, like I say, I'm not going to make any conclusions or anything. Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably piece these videos together in a few days or a few weeks, once I know where they're going, if anywhere. Day 3 on the site of suspected mud fossil. Yeah, I've only been up here for a short while today, so I can only had other things to do, so I could only sling like half an hour or so. But I've had another dig into a different section, just trying to make head or tails of what I'm pulling out of here. So I've left that hole that I found yesterday. I still don't know if that's an animal hole, but I don't think it is, because it was covered up. So I've been digging just below that, which is just below the thing that I found in there, and just to the right of the whatever I've got going on here. But yeah, if I was a little bit more organised, I'd probably work this out a little bit quicker. But there is rhyme and reason to what I pull out of here, and what formation of sand, or what coloration of sand, and its consistency. So you've got this black band in here. I seem to pull out a few stones from that, but not too much. The really pale stuff, the almost white sand, don't really pull much out of that. That's really soft. That cores right through. You can dig straight through that easy. But you get like this this here. So this is like a brown staining, which to me, I'm thinking might be like, I don't know, blood cell maybe. And out of that I pull these, which look like meat. So it's red, so it comes out the brown, and they've got like a white backing on them. So I don't know if you can see that. It's like fat. It literally looks like a piece of meat that I've pulled out of these. This is one I just pulled out, which is a mixture of like meat and fat, and also this one. So this one's a lot darker, so I don't really know what's going on there. But this orangey yellow seems to be, I don't know, it's like flesh tissue, I think. So no, restart that. So sorry, I think that's some sort of fat. I think these are some sort of bone, which is what I've pulled. Where have I pulled these out of? See what, like I say, if I've been a little bit more organised, I could tell you when I'm putting this stuff out, but I'm literally just humping stones up, and I need to clean them to see what's what. And I think I'm just going to be a bit more organised with what I'm looking at here in the future, and where I'm pulling things out of, because there is an order to it. There's definitely an order to it. It's like pull like from like. So each of the different sorts of stones come from a different sort of area, and to me they look like flesh, meat, bone, fat. So quite simple. And you get the odd ones like these, which I'm not sure what they could be. I mean, fuck knows. Like gallstones or something, I don't know. I don't even know what part of the creature I could be looking at here, because it's just a piece of it, just a tiny piece of a massive creature. But there is pattern to it all. As like I say, there is rhyme and reason to it. And I'd already started questioning sands and like what we live on top of, and why it is the way it is. Like what's sand, what is clay, what is what are precious gems and minerals, what is there's more to everything than we're told. This isn't just sandbanks at the bottom of a sea, because if this is the bottom of a fucking sea, it couldn't have been that long ago, because there's not much soil on top of it. This is how much soil there is. There's like literally 4 inches, and there's no way this was under the sea fucking, oh, what's that, I don't know, 20 years ago. So I genuinely don't know, because I'm quite high up. I'm really high up, to be quite honest. I've got a drop behind me which is about 35-40 foot, and same to my right and to my left. This sort of slants off, but this like a piece of something which runs right through for miles and miles and miles. But yeah, it's just, like I said, I don't want to say it is this, it isn't that, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to carry on investigating a little bit further and harder, trying to sort of figure out what is what comes from where, why it comes from which parts. But like I say, there is rhyme and reason behind every piece that I've pulled out of this. So you see, I don't know if you can see that. So this is, like I say, the brown stuff, and I've just pulled out. There is a tiny bit of what appears to be meat there. So I don't know if it's like blood cells or flesh or what. I just don't know, because if these are like fleshy pieces, the yellow's fat, the white is bone marrow with the core, maybe. I genuinely don't know, but yeah, I'll carry on with this over the next few weeks, and hopefully I'll be able to get a video out of it at some point. But I've got other places I want to look at which are quite intriguing as well. There's a lot more to them than this. This is just some random area. I was just like, I need to go and have a look at that. There's something going on there. Other bits I found huge amounts, which is just sitting there and nobody even pays any attention to it. Don't think anything of it. This is just not random. It's not random in the slightest. This isn't accumulation of sand on top of sand. Not in the slightest. This is something else. Maybe I should carry along with this bit, but I don't want to ruin it. It's cool. Yeah. Well, that's day 3. Ta-da.